Tequila.
Welcome to Curiosity, wait for it, Public Dutch.
Jules.
Dylan.
And welcome to a special event here on Curiosity Public, wherein we
left this party.
Wherein we're going to be discussing 3 tequilas that are better and cheaper than Don Julio 1942.
Whoa.
One of the most sought after tequilas out there on the market. I don't really know why. If you want to check out our review to it, you can check that out. Let's take a quick look at this bottle. And look at this box, it's massive. Look at this massive box. I can't even get it in the shot. The bottle inside is equally massive and brilliant. Look at that, just insane.
It is pretty.
It is beautiful marketing, great looking bottle, no question there. 40% alcohol, Don Julio, 1942. We get into the history of this and a full review of it. But in this episode, we're gonna talk a little bit more about the market and about how much you have to pay for this and is it really worth it? How much on the market right now?
Usually close to about 200.
Yeah. Cheapest at Costco, maybe 150, 140.
I've seen it at 150.
Costco, 159.
159. Yeah. That's a lot to pay for tequila, especially an añejo. It's not even an extra añejo. So let's talk about...
Their extra añejo is much bigger.
So let's bring up our first tequila that we think is better and cheaper than Don Julio. Not the hot sauce, guys, but the tequila from Tapatio. So let's take a look at the bottle here, actually. Good looking bottle. We did a full drink through of the entire Tapatio lineup. And as you can see, this is the Anejo. They have recently switched from the 1 liter bottle size down to a 750.
Yeah.
But it's still an inexpensive bottle.
Right.
It's still a very pure, very agave forward tequila that is very well made. There's no additives in this. And a very enjoyable one. I think we all really liked that drink through, right?
Yes.
Cheapest of the bunch, I think.
Yeah, I think this will be the cheapest of the bunch. All right.
But I do want to mention, we know that this is much cheaper. And what did we say? How much was this thing?
60 to 70 bucks, maybe 70 plus a little bit.
Yeah, about 75 to 80 bucks.
Everything's getting more expensive in tequila.
But let me just say, you could actually get the extra añejo for cheaper.
Still cheaper
than
Julio.
Still cheaper.
Julio Anejo.
Yeah.
That's how crazy this is.
Yeah. And the Excelencia is excellent.
Yeah, it is excellent. And why are you buying the 1942? I don't get it.
All right, guys. The next bottle that we're going to talk about here is ArteNom 1146. Now, ArteNom is kind of like a secondary bottler. And you'll see different numbers associated with it, and those numbers are the NOM, like it says ArteNom, which is the nomenclature to designate every individual distillery. This is a really interesting release. It's very dark in color, as you can see. It is an añejo, but I think they finished this, is it Cabernet barrels? Is that what it is? It's some kind of a wine barrel they finished it in. It's a really tasty agave that brings in those additional flavors from the barrel finishing process, not using additives. Very clean, well-made product.
How much is this?
Now it's gone up in price. A few months ago, I bought a case of this. I think it was like 60 bucks a bottle. Now it's closer to 80 bucks a bottle already.
Still cheaper than 200.
Still cheaper than the Don Julio. And
at
check
Don
out
Julio's cheapest price.
Check out our review. You'll see the full box. It comes in this nice wooden box and everything. Yeah. Very interesting expression from a very, very well-respected distillery.
You gave this to us as a gift, right?
I did, yeah.
And we, my family just killed it in one sitting.
Really?
Done.
They liked it? Yeah. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. All right, guys. Moving on to our, mostly final bottle here. So I got one more I'm going to pull out just as a bonus here. Fortaleza. Of course, we had to bring up Fortaleza Anejo.
I'm sure everyone keeps hearing us talk about Fortaleza.
Probably one of our...
Shouldn't be a surprise.
One of our favorite tequilas, period, is especially the Anejo. So good.
This is the top of the line. I mean, in terms of the age, there is no extra añejo for Fortaleza, and it is just phenomenal. It's just phenomenal, effervescent in terms of the palate. If you want to know what a well-aged agave is going to be like, this is it.
It achieves so many of the things that brands try to achieve with additives, without additives. You know, they do it naturally, they do it the right way. and it's magical.
They achieve things that Extra Anejo cannot in some of the brands, right? And these other brands try to achieve it by adding stuff. They add stuff in it to try to mimic this. Here, you get the natural product.
Yeah.
And for $80. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, or less, depending on where you get it.
So I could buy, 2.5 of this.
Yeah.
And if I use the $10 coupon,
get a third one.
Maybe 3. Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to pull out one final one here, which is another Extra Anejo. Dylan did pull out the Excelencia earlier, but I'm going to pull out G4, and specifically the Extra Anejo, because I do think the Anejo is fantastic, but this Extra, you're going to still get it for cheaper than the Don Julio, and this isn't even the highest aged Extra Anejo that G4 puts out. They put 2 of them. They've got like a 5-year, and this is I think the 3.5-year one. And I think when we tried them, we said this is where this is the deal to get, because this is a little bit cheaper than the 5-year Extra, and you get all the flavor. It's an absolutely amazing expression. And just look at these guys. Any one of these, probably any 2 of these. Well, no, maybe not any 2 of them, but any one of these I think would be a much better use of your money than this bottle right here. Now, if you like 1942 and you love that, hats off to you. Enjoy it. We don't mean to say that you shouldn't buy this, but I do think you should explore some of the other options that exist out there that are cheaper, that are made without using additives.
Taste better.
Taste better, according to Jules and all of us.
The gauntlet.
The gauntlet has been thrown, but we really want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. Let us know, what do you think is better than 1942? If you love 1942 and you think it's way better than any of these, let us know that in the comments. If you love 1942 and you haven't tried any of these, please go out there, try to try them, and then let us know what you guys think. Jules?
Tell us what you think in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up or thumbs down. Either way, just let us know. If you want to get notified when we have a new video, please consider joining Curiosity Public by subscribing and also joining. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. Also, Patreon's another great way to help us out. T-shirts, too. Links in the description. We have a podcast on major podcast platforms out there. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay curious. I was going to tell people if they want to get tequila tasting glasses, they can click below too. Did you just fart?
You just did. No.
I heard a fart.
No farting here.
But you just told them.
About the fart.
No, about the glasses.
And the fart. And your fart.
And your fart.
And the fart that you're trying. And the Dylan is not impressed.
Bored.